very happy because you know what happened when you play against this team, the tough team, Red Bulls, and especially the second, in the second half, we play with 11 against 9, and the first one is I want to thank my player for their effort. The second one, I'm very proud of them, and the first one, at the end we play 11 against 11 because we have 2 players more in the stand. Our fans was amazing, and I say many times when we have our fans, like today, like every single day, okay, we can win the game even when we play with 9 players.
I'm not trying to get you fined, but I just wanted to get your take and opinion on the officiating tonight, since you did lose 2 players to red cards.
Yeah, right now we are in trouble because we have 2 or 3 players, the key players, injured, and after that 2 red cards. I don't want to speak never, believe me, about the referee. The referees decide to make a red card. I accept. I'm not a referee. It's not easy to be a referee. But after that, I don't know. It's not easy to play against Red Bull. For me, the more intensive team in the MLS with 9 players. I think the game was even. The intensity the same, and sometimes, okay, the referee decide what happened in the field. I accept.
Okay, Ben.
Dome, when you came out in the second half, that shape that you used, it looked 4-3-2. Is that something that you had encountered, had happened before in your coaching career, and you decided that's the way to go?
Yes. Sometimes when you play with 10 players, normally the coaches play 4-4-1, me as well sometimes. But I can prove in the last in City, in Bayern Munich, when we play 4-3-2, it's not a bad idea because you have 2 players and fix 3 players at least. Okay, that is the first one. And the second one, we have 3 players in the middle, and you can play football. You can play well football. When you decide play 4-4-1, it's not a bad idea, but you have just 1 player up, and they can attack all the time. That is the reason why I prefer to play. But believe me, I'm not a smart coach or better than other coach. Maybe my experience in the last 10, 11, 15 years is like that. Maybe it's more complicated for the opening when you play with 2 strikers up. That is the reason why. But sometimes, believe me, sometimes you decide to play in that way, and you lose the game 4-0. At the end, is soccer, is football.
Okay. Tome, para conseguir este resultado, después de todo lo que pasó en El Sábado, lo que importa por este equipo y por esta mentalidad, su actitud.
Estoy muy contento, muy contento con ellos, porque la segunda parte hemos recuperado cosas, y cosas muy buenas y bonitas para nosotros, ¿no? Hemos sido capaces de convencernos todos de que esto es fútbol y que podíamos luchar e incluso ganar el partido y que no nos podíamos rendir, y menos en nuestro estadio, en el Yankee Stadium, con nuestros fans, con un derby. Puedes perder, pero tenías que cambiar la actitud, tenías que tener el balón, porque nosotros teníamos un plan que no era el de la primera parte. El plan era que si presionaban, buscar el otro lado, pero jugar a fútbol. Y solo jugamos en largo, entonces solo corres detrás del balón, no tienes el balón y haces un esfuerzo superior. Y estoy muy contento y orgulloso de ellos. No les puedes decir nada más que muchas gracias y repetir muchas gracias por vuestro esfuerzo, porque incluso con 9 han tenido posibilidades de marcar algún gol.
¿Cómo ha sido la charla en el medio tiempo? Justamente por lo que decías, porque se ha visto una gran diferencia entre el primer tiempo y el segundo tiempo. ¿Cómo han sido
Mira,
las palabras?
créeme lo que te digo, cuando pierdes es más fácil. Cuando pierdes es más fácil. Simplemente les he dicho, estamos perdiendo 1-0, podemos perder 3-0 o 4. Pero son 3 puntos, esto no es eliminatoria. Tenemos que tener el balón, tenemos que jugar a fútbol, tenemos que pasarnos el balón y tenemos que arriesgar. Y si al final perdemos 3-0, os voy a defender en la rueda de prensa porque lo habréis dado todo. Y es lo que repito, o sea, podía salir bien o podía salir mal. A veces haces esto y te meten 4 goles. Pero yo estaba con la actitud estaba contento. A lo mejor no me entendieron. Yo quería que en la primera fase no dieran ningún balón dentro, pero que jugaran a fútbol, que una vez has superado la primera línea, el balón al suelo y buscar a los 3 que teníamos arriba, Ismael en aquel momento, Villa, pero que jugaran a fútbol. He dicho, la segunda parte vamos a jugar todos los balones que podamos, porque técnicamente somos buenos. Y si perdemos 3-0 os voy a defender aquí, pero tenemos que cambiar el chip. El esfuerzo estaba igual, lo que pasa es que cuando estás tan separado, tú no llegas al esfuerzo, parece que no puedas, porque es lo que nos ha pasado al final. Tú analizas los últimos 3 partidos y has jugado tan directo que luego tú no llegas a recuperar el balón. Y les he dicho, vamos a arriesgar, vamos a jugar con 2 puntas, que 2 fijan a 3 arriba, o sea que el hombre que tienes de menos lo ganas si pones a 2. Y vamos a intentar jugar, poner el balón al suelo y jugar con David, con los de arriba, con Maxi, pero tener el control del balón. Y nos ha salido bien.
Dome, you speak about the Red Bulls and how they're a difficult team to prepare for, but you've been able to get 2 good performances against them. You seem to play a style where long ball switching the field to beat their press. When you talk about them, when you prepare for a team like this, are they a difficult team to prepare for because they are so good at what they do, or are they maybe an easier team to prepare for because they have that one defined system?
Normally, after the games, I watch all the full goals in the MLS, and I saw 80% of the goals, especially Red Bulls, score the goals when they regain the ball and play quickly, especially when the Wright Phillips, it's 80% of the goals. But even in the MLS, you make a mistake, lose the ball, regain the ball, the opponent play quickly, and they score a goal. We prepared the game about in the first action. We play with 3 in the back tonight, and the first action a boy to play inside with Aloy with Ringy, because they score and they know many goals in that way when you lose the ball. But over the days, the first action is play diagonal ball. After that, put the ball in the field and play. And maybe it's my mistake. Maybe yesterday we practiced a lot about that, but I say when the ball is here, play. Up to you, because at the end, the football belongs the players, not me. They are the boss when they have the ball, not me. I don't know any coach able to win the game. It's the players who win the game. And after that, maybe it's my mistake, because I said in the first action is don't play inside, play offside. After that, play, okay? And the second half, when I say it's easier to play when you lose the game, because okay, it's 3 points. You can say okay, play, take a risk, no problem, take a risk. We are able to win the game, but take a risk. If not, it's not the same when you play in the cup or the playoff. It's 2 games, but 1 game is 3 points. And I say to them, okay, take a risk, boys, because you have quality to play football, a good football.
Okay. Okay.
Buenas tardes, primeramente. Para Verevisión vimos un partido muy reñido, muy apretado, faltas, tarjetas. Una de esas faltas se le hicieron a David Villa. Vimos que salió golpeado del terreno de juego. ¿Qué tan fuerte fue el golpe?
No, ahora mismo no lo sabemos. Está con los doctores. Tenemos que ver exactamente lo que ha pasado. Es muy pronto. Mañana le harán pruebas sobre esto. Es un golpe muy fuerte y veremos lo que tiene. Ahora es muy pronto para estoy de acuerdo contigo que ha sido un partido intenso, es un derby y ha sido muy intenso. Cada balón se luchaba como si fuera el último y luego pues vosotros sabéis lo que ha pasado. No sé si ha sido justo lo que ha pasado en el terreno del juego, pero repito que lo acepto y no quiero hablar de este tema, pero normalmente los derbis son algo parecido en Inglaterra, en España, en Alemania. Hay más pasión en los fans y repito que le quiero dar las gracias especialmente a nuestros fans, porque al final parecía, si tú mirabas el partido, que éramos 11 contra 11 y es gracias a ellos, porque han estado detrás y detrás, incluso perdiendo la primera parte detrás nuestro y no nos han dejado caer. Por esto estoy tan agradecido a nuestra afición.
Okay, last question.
Good evening,
Good
Mr.
evening.
Asun Camara, Impact Montreal former player. I love playing
Nice to
against.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Love playing against you, Patrick Vieira. The way you're playing. And my question is, at what point do you take care about the way the other team play? I mean, do you try to say to your players to take care about your philosophy, or do you ask when you work during the week, like this big game, you adapt about how New York Red Bull gonna play, or you ask them to just forget and to
No, sometimes we adapt not just Red Bull and other teams, because every single team play different and they have different quality. I wanna create not our philosophy here, but remember is I just here in New York in 2 months, not 2 months, 24th of June. We need time, but I said that even when we were able to win 5 games in a row, we have time. Right now, I have focus to try to win the next game because it's not easy. We have fantastic players, but the most important thing, believe me, you play in the MLS, you know. And when I say the most important thing is not Dome, is not this coach, is the players. I believe in that. The players is the most important thing. For example, if you don't have any winger, when I say winger is play sideline, you can't play in that way because, okay, Dome like to play 4-3-3, in the third line here, wingers, okay? Maybe right now we don't have the right players to play in that way. We have a fantastic player, but we need time. And right now, the most important thing for me is focus in the next game, and if you are able to play the playoff after the end, try to win the MLS. But it's easier for me to try to create a philosophy the next year, because right now we don't have time, and the most important thing, believe me, are the players all the time, and I respect their quality.